comment down below if you're new here. Let's get straight into the video. Aerospace engineering is broken down into two main branches, aeronautics and astronautics. Aeronautics is creating anything that is in the Earth's atmosphere. It could be like fighter jets, airplanes, helicopters, stuff like that. And astronautics is anything in space. That could be rockets, satellites, spacecraft, rovers. I will be talking about aeronautics because that's what I specifically want to go into. Right now, the classes I'm taking in grade 11 to go towards the aerospace engineering pathway are English because it's mandatory, functions, chemistry, physics, intro to computer science, computer engineering, and technology, robotics, and control systems, which is a SHSM or Special High School Majors program that my high school offers. And I'm taking drama production and guitar for fun. In university, aerospace engineering students have to take basic classes in their first year, such as, I'm reading off my computer, Intro to Engineering, Calculus, Chemistry, Physics, Writing Skills, and Programming, because there's very long reports you have to do for labs in their first year, and then starts to build off that and gets into more specific classes like aerodynamics. Now, let's talk about how and why I actually found my passion for aerospace engineering. So basically, it all started in elementary school when I was trying to find out what I wanted to do with my life. And I always leaned towards visual arts, so I thought maybe I can be a graphic designer and design video games. But art wasn't exactly my most favorite thing to do, so I thought, okay, what if I used my art skills and became an architect and designed buildings? But I never really felt a spark towards that stuff. My dad has always motivated me to go towards computer programming because it's a very successful career, but I never really found it fun to sit at a desk all day and code. Until one day, I was studying for my grade 9 science exam, and I was going through my space notes, and I thought, this is really interesting, but I brushed it off because that was way too much science and math for my brain cells to handle. A few days later, my dad and I were watching the Falcon 9 launch, and I remember watching it and thinking, wow, that's really cool. What if I designed something like that? Design something so cool that it goes to outer space? I asked my dad, what type of people actually make these things? And he said that they're called aerospace engineers. I was amazed. The fact that there was a name specifically for people that made machinery that went to space. Later, my dad and I were watching the Cassini launch and Trip to Saturn on a Netflix documentary, and I was hooked. I was low-key in love with the whole idea of making such a futuristic thing go to space. And the fact that people made rovers go to Mars and study the planet was so eye-opening. I felt the spark. Like, I literally went cold and I had butterflies in my stomach because I found something that felt right, something that I could actually want to wake up to and do every day and maybe change the world somehow. But there was still one obstacle, and that was the workload and how hard it is to become an engineer. But I was motivated to do it. I saw this quote once, and it says, "Do what is hard, not what is easy." Because when you spend your life making easy decisions, there's nothing motivating you to try your best and take risks. But when you thrive towards something that is difficult, you have this drive that makes you want to know where your success is going to bring you. So, here is a life lesson, my friends. If you are the slightest bit passionate about anything that you think is impossible or hard to achieve, remember that if you think that it's going to make your life worth living and waking up to every morning, then the only thing that is stopping you is you. Nothing is impossible if you believe in yourself. And I know that this sounds cheesy, that I felt spark and butterflies in my stomach. That really is what it feels like